Hello, it's Daryl from Daryl DA Steel Garage Band Originals. I'm just going to be doing an update on Why Can't I Play a Guitar Solo. This is the fourth video. Just going to be showing where I'm up to. I feel like I broke through a little bit of a ceiling this week, which was really good. I'll show you that. And the other thing I've been working on is practicing my guitar solo from my song that I recorded 7 years ago. Because I'm wanting to play it live now. I've never played it live, so and I can't remember how I recorded it. So my assumptions is I've probably recorded it in sections and pieced it together. Because I can't play all the way through it. Can't do it. It's too quick. Too quick for me anyway. So I was going to have a go at it last week at Lee's, but I just knew I couldn't do it. So I've worked out another way in which to play it. It's just, holding the fretboard and then just kind of moving your fingers around that way. Because I kind of want to be more free with my fingers moving around, but it wasn't working that way. So okay, so what I normally do is I tend to use these two fingers the majority of the time. Once I combine all four, it all buckles and becomes discoordinated, completely discoordinated. It really doesn't work well at all. I can kind of get away with three. This is how I used to play a lot, with that first and third finger, but I find that's really hard now. So now I'm using mainly my first and second finger. So this guitar solo kind of Alright, so that's with this mainly the two fingers going. So what I'm now doing is holding down the 7th fret and running the fingers off of that. So, nope. Yep. Alright, so it feels a bit better, a little bit stronger. I feel like I can think about what I'm doing and control it, but still it's not great. But I'm going to keep working on the barring down the fretboard and then running the fingers off of that. So see how that goes. You'll probably see a change in light because I've got the sun coming through the window here with the curtains on. So the other part, or should I say, the breakthrough I had this week, because I've changed a couple of things, or should I say, I'm working on a couple of things. So I've moved away from doing single strikes on the string to doubling it up, doing double strikes, and trying to increase my speed. So, but what I was doing was this. So that was 4 strikes on the string instead of the 2 that I was after. So I thought, okay, well, all I need to do is just double up on my finger movement. So I tried that, and that was pretty disastrous. So I'll go back to the 4. I'll try and go back to the 4. And then try and do the 2. And I just couldn't quite keep up. Anyway, so I slowed it down, and that was the breakthrough, just slowing it down. And there's a couple of other things. So normally my positioning, like I suppose when you watch any guitar player, they'll have their index finger as their main foundational, I suppose you could call it a foundational point, and where they put their hands, and then they can run their fingers off of that. And that's what I was finding really, really difficult. Really difficult. It just, I could combine these two, but once I add these two in, the game's over for me. And it just totally destroyed any sort of rhythm, timing was just all out the window. So I've changed it where I made, and I don't think I'll do this permanently, but it just seems to be helping at the moment, and that's all I want to do is find things that work to push me through. So I've changed it where I've now made my small finger the foundational finger on the fretboard. So, and I've got to think about, I've got to put pressure down on the fretboard with my little finger. So that's what I've been doing. And also focusing in on my middle finger. So I'll just do exercises of these two. Because that middle finger wants to do this. I don't know if you can see it, but that's what it wants to do all the time. So I've got to keep it close to the fretboard. And then try and do twos. And then I'll add in the other fingers. So I've got 1, 3 and 4 going. So I'll change that to 1, 2 and 4. And then just go back and forward. Now we're running 4 strikes, so I don't want 4 strikes. So then I'll run it over the 5th and 6th string. Anyway, that's a struggle and a half, I tell you. Oh, mate. And the other thing I'm really trying to focus in on is if I'm to use the 4th finger, think about the 4th finger, because I tend to want to use, so if I'm going to use the index finger, I'm thinking about this one and it pulls it back, it will pull that one back or push it down forward. So, and trying to relax my hand, that's probably been the biggest thing that I can say that's helping the most, is just relaxing, because I do get tense. I get really tense trying to play. I'm trying to play better, and it makes me tense in the arms and the hands and the fingers, and they just turn into barbed wire. So that's probably the main thing, is just trying to relax my hands. And just think about the fingers. So, okay, well that's where I'm up to with that. Feel like I'm going okay, not great, but it's slow progress, and that's all you can hope for at worst. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. And if this is helping you, you know, with if you're struggling as a guitar player, wanting to just be a better guitar player, and you're having the same problems, do the like, sub, and all that sort of jazz. You know, and keep watching, and hopefully you can get a bit of inspiration with your own playing. I know when I watch guitar lessons online, it's like, oh, my hands don't even come close to doing what these people are teaching. So I've had to start from scratch and work out what works and what doesn't, because the majority of the things online just simply don't work for me, which is fine. So I've got to just work out how to do it different, I guess, you know. I mean, I see some James Taylor, I think it was James Taylor, you know, and he plays kind of this way, almost like a piano type thing. So, you know, might have to work out, you know, my own techniques on how to get through it. So, but that's okay, it's fun to do. So anyway, I'm going to sign off because I'm blabbering on, and I'll be back in a month's time with another update to see whether I've improved a fraction. Okay, bye for now.